in this room? Is everybody great? Has everybody fat?
Yes.
Me too. Hi, lover. Good, really good. So we have a lengthy Kriya. It's really good. It's got lots of good stuff and good music, good mantra. How many people are new to Kundalini Yoga? Oh, wow. Welcome very. Okay, so you're new to how many are new to the soul? Okay. And then you guys have never done Kundalini?
Once. I have one time. They've done it once.
Oh, okay.
I've done it 3 times. Oh, you have? Okay. I done it twice.
Well, welcome, because Kundalini is fun. In a weird kind of way. And we're going to do a Kriya today on relax and release fear. Waheguru. And it's really a fun, beautiful Kriya. I think we're really going to feel yummy. So how many of you saw people over Thanksgiving that are your family? Okay, good. How'd it go? Good. So I was noticing myself, and I feel like this is why I need to relax and release fear. I mean, it looks good. It was actually, in some ways, Thanksgiving Day was more fun than it's ever been. But I noticed myself with, I'll just say it, with Tony's mom. Like the things she would say. And she's super nice. She's so nice. She's like the nicest lady. But she always says these things like why she can't come and why she can't be here long. And for some reason this time, every time she said it, it just plugged into this part of me that I know in him that misses his mom. And it was starting to get me so angry. It's like, yes, you can. But here's the growth. She's wonderful. Don't get me wrong. She's a wonderful woman. What was different about this time is I allowed myself to feel it. And I also didn't make it about her. It's not about her. It's not about her and Tony. It's about me just hearing that. So what is it in me that felt left behind? Because at the end of the day, it's not about any of them. And that's why I'm so funky, right? Because I did not fix it. I did try to fix a little bit with the food. I'll be honest. I did eat a lot of spinach dip. I might as well just lathered it all over my body and just came in here as a spinach dip with a bread. I'm just bread and spinach dip. And then what's so weird is you eat all that food and I still managed to eat, like, they had, oh my God, like spinach and broccoli and squash and sweet potatoes and mashed potatoes. There was like a vegan, there was only like 2 meats, which I didn't eat. But, anyway, I ate all of that too. Did you do that? Anyway. So I had a little bit of that going on. But, what I'm bringing up is you may have had an opportunity to feel something you don't normally. And it was so beautiful. Yesterday, I brought Tony and my mother-in-law and her husband to Flossie's Restorative, which if you don't ever go, oh my God, that Friday night class is just divine. But so we were there, and I was just feeling my feelings, right? And I was talking to my friend Simon, and he had this situation too going on. And what we were so present to is the reality is, and this is such a blessing, I just normally won't know that about me because my life is so good. I'm normally with you guys, which this is the family I've created. This feels so wonderful, which is a reflection of me. And I'm just saying that to you too, right? Because you do that too. But we have to have contrast. And if that's as bad as it gets, this sweet little lady from Florida, it's like, and you know what I mean? It's just so I can have an opportunity to work on what I need to work on. And so that's our opportunity today. Maybe in the eating and the talking and the things, something came up. It's not, we don't need to go call. We don't need to go to therapy. It's not about that. That's why I love Kundalini Yoga. It's about, this is your trip. And you've got this wild subconscious, which is really designed to wake your soul up. Nothing is out of place. It's not like the soul is like, geez, wish I didn't have a subconscious mind, you know. It knows it would have a vehicle that would be enamored this way, right? And it will use it to make, like what's happening right now for me. So it's like, okay. And so, like if you go deep into that, I know in my childhood where I felt left. I know. If you go deep into that, and some of us have had past life aggressions and lifetimes of maybe being left and abandoned. If you go deep, deep into that, there's a lot of meditations in Kundalini yoga that are cosmic. And there's been times when you can feel how even in the Big Bang, the initial start of everything was the beginning of abandonment. And then at some point you start to realize that abandonment makes connection. Because you know dark, you do know light. Because there is women, there is men. And at some point, that's what, I can feel it right now, the sadness that I walked in with. It's like, it's just an energy. I don't need to fix it. I want to use the sadness because sadness tells me what? That I've got immense joy. Right? And so that's what I'm inviting us into with this Kriya. To relax. And really love the way you feel. The wonderful thing is like, even though I was like kind of weird feeling, I didn't, you know how sometimes if you're going to be around people, fix it? I didn't fix it. I also didn't have to let them know. I just was like, watching it do its thing. So there is no mistakes. And in a Kundalini yoga class, we get on a ride. This is why it's called yoga practice, not yoga perfect, right? Because we come in here and we like practice a Thanksgiving Day. We practice a wedding. We practice a divorce. We practice cancer. We practice it. Because some of the postures are going to be like, oh, God, are you kidding me? Right? Like you might have felt in the last 4 days. Are you kidding me? More mashed potatoes? Really? No. So you get to practice it in this energy, breath, and mantra, and your soul reveals. The best thing for me is my soul reveals, you can sit in anything, Marcia, and be happy. Where I don't think I knew that for sure a couple years ago. But now there's this part of me that really, like Yogananda talks about, he always talks about, I want a peace that's unshakable. And he had it. His mama died right pretty much in, he had the worst of the worst happen to him. And even when he came to the United States, when you watch Awake, it wasn't all roses, right? So those avatars, and it also doesn't mean, here's the thing, because sometimes we get those weird spiritual zombie people, love and light, and you're like, oh, dear God, right? This does not mean that when somebody hurts you, you don't cry. It means you feel it. You don't wait for a better time. You don't, it's like, it's hurting now. Pooh, If we feel what we feel, that's the magic of this vehicle, we will totally evolve. It's the putting off. It's like having debt. You will have to pay at some point. Although Russell Brand, I'm reading his book. Actually, I'm listening to it because I love his little voice. Oh, my God. So I'm on this part right now. He's like, there used to be these things called debt jubilees. Debt jubilees. They were parties when everybody lost all their debt. I'm like, oh my God, what is So of course I'm thinking he thinks the whole world needs a debt jubilee. We'll find out if he has a plan. I'll let you know. If you need a debt jubilee, get back with me. So let's tune in and start this class. So at the beginning of Kundalini Yoga, for those that are new, we do chant. So whenever we're going to do chants, Just listen to it or chime in. Don't feel like you have to do it perfect. Just enjoy it. Put your fingertips on the ground. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh.